The time is now 6:53 on this Wednesday morning, and here's what you need to know before you go.
After a years-long court battle, construction is now underway on Enbridge's Line 5 reroute project in northern Wisconsin, just hours after the final permit was approved. So that ruling came in yesterday from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Line 5 starts in Superior and runs through northwest Wisconsin and into the UP. Part of that route takes the pipeline through the Bad River Reservation. The yellow line here shows where Line 5 currently runs. Then the dash line shows where the relocation route will be. Now you can find Enbridge's statement about the decision on our website, as well as the statement from the Bad River Band of Lake Superior, Chippewa, opposing the construction of Line 5.
It's been nearly 6 months since the Annunciation shooting in Minneapolis took the lives of 2 students and injured more than a dozen others. Now, with the legislature back in session, Minnesota Governor Walz and other DFLers are hoping to take action on gun reform. Walz presented a package yesterday of 15 bills aiming to address gun violence. The proposal comes after negotiations on a special session fell apart last fall. The proposal includes everything from a sweeping assault weapons ban to safe storage requirements to mental health funding.
Hundreds gathered at Duluth's Amsoil Arena on Tuesday to celebrate the life of a Northland legend, Dale Hoagie Hoganson. Hoagie passed away last week and was a huge part of UMD athletics, including volunteering for decades with the UMD men's hockey team. What felt like a big Bulldogs reunion served as a chance for those who knew Hoagie the best to share stories about him and also what made Hoagie such a special person. A banner in Hoagie's memory will be lifted into Amsoil Arena's rafters. He was 65 years old.